Coming in, Jasper. Quickly. Uh-oh.
What?
No car seat. So, can I take the keys? Because there's no car seat in my car, so I'll take them in yours. Excuse me? Yes.
I'll go to drive the car.
I am, yes. But first, I'm going to put my bag in the special bag slot. Fantastic. And I need to unplug it.
This is a cool car.
He loves this car. It's got amazingly good regen when it comes to actually coming to a stop. I'm hoping the sound's going to be alright. This is all desperately lastminute.com. Sophie's actually just about to take this car off for a meeting, and then she's going to be returning it. Boom! We actually really like it. And Sophie said a number of times today that she'll be sad to see it go. Yeah, so this car is a very definite maybe. A definite maybe. Is there such a thing as a definite maybe? I think that might be an oxymoron. Not ideal. Okay, no idea if this is going to work. Probably not. This one doesn't actually have a reversing camera. I personally like reversing cameras. In fact, these days I don't even really feel like if I don't have a reversing camera it's safe. With the high level of regen as a default, I think it certainly has a bit more of an EV feel than some of the other ones where you get in and you can tell they're basically trying to be ICE vehicles. It's actually not as well optioned in a weird way as the Ioniq we drove was. The real killer advantage for this particular car is the ability to do a short splash and dash petrol stop. It is quite high. I don't personally think it's got a lot of body roll compared to the other EVs we've driven recently. The steering is nice and precise. Personally, I would prefer a slightly longer wheelbase generally. And it's got a good feeling of quality. I like the sound it makes when you close the doors, and it sounds weird, but it is quite a good sort of confidence-inspiring German build quality sound. It's one of those cars that actually is quite roomy and spacious on the inside. I certainly don't feel like I'm short on space. Obviously, in the back of the car, everybody feels like they're short on space. But that's because the car is very small in the back. Very small. Don't feel like it needs to be any faster. I equally in the same breath don't feel like my Tesla needs to be as fast as it is. And it's the slowest one. I think it's more or less the slowest one they've ever done. Yeah. This camera angle is really dodgy. Sorry. The entire household woke up late this morning. Every one of us. And I mean like an hour late. Which means that I basically had this opportunity to take the car and no other. I wanted to have a go in it, and now I have. So it's fantastic. The weird back doors, there's a sort of a plus and a negative. It is a negative that you can't independently open them, but it is a positive that there's no B-pillar, or B-pillars integrated into the door, or whatever the technical term is. This is something I'm not keen on. These feel a little bit plasticky and loose. I think that means it's charging. Well, I like that car, and I'm going to be sad to see it go. And the handy thing is, that's what Soph thinks too. Oh, wow. So my search has come to an end. Although I might still test another few EVs, you know, just for my own fun and entertainment. I'm going to try and put Jasper to sleep way early today because I'm hoping it might encourage him to have a better night's sleep.
Well, I can't believe he slept until 9.
Yes, I can't believe he woke up 3 times in the night.
Yeah.
Usually Gus is a really good sleeper, but just recently, it's not been going well. Bye. Time to go get Jasper. Okay. So just a few final thoughts on the BMW. It was a very good car, it really was. There's a few design difficulties, like when it's parked close to another vehicle, can you access the back easily? And it feels a bit like a 4x4 when you drive it, which is nice, because it isn't a 4x4 and it's extremely efficient, which, you know, that's the big problem with 4x4s, isn't it? They guzzle energy like crazy to do exactly the same job, as the looks of the i3 are quite polarizing. I have a feeling it might sort of grow on people over time, and I certainly actually think it looked surprisingly good parked next to the Model S. With the range extender, you know that you can always do an extra 60-70 miles and it'll only take you a few minutes to fill up, which is great because it lets owners get used to the idea of an EV. Because one of the things with an EV is you do have to plan ahead a little bit more. If it's going to take 30 minutes to put a serious amount of range back into the battery, and there aren't that many places that offer quick charging at the moment, you have to think, when am I likely to need it? And where can I build that time into the day? When you have a big battery, it's pretty easy to do that, of course, because you can charge in the morning or in the afternoon or when you get lunch, or at any point in the day where it will fit in without costing you time, you can do it. And that's the advantage of a big battery. With smaller batteries, you have to charge when it's empty. I regularly charge my car when it's at 60-65% at motorway service stations. It's not because I absolutely have to charge it right then, it's because I don't want to charge it later and I do want a coffee. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure Sophie's going to want a coffee as well. She's just got back, so I think I'm going to say goodbye and go do that. I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye! I really like the idea of being pretty much 100% EV powered family. Yeah, might be a few months yet before that happens. In fact, if we were to order one right now, we wouldn't get our i3 until April, I think they said. So yeah, still going to be quite a bit of diesel going into the old tank.